to Shelter in Place Live Workout number 37. Today we're going to put our backs into it and work our back. So we're still concentrating and focusing on our posterior chain. Now we're on the upper part of that posterior chain. So everything in the back, from shoulders to hips, that's our focus today. So remember, put your mind to those muscles that you're working. Today you'll need 2 food cans or 2 water bottles, a bath or beach towel, and your mat. Shall we get started? Yes. Let's get down into our Superman position. So, feet out, arms out in a Y, head neutral, and we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift, lower, up and down, nice and controlled, warming up all the back muscles, getting those glutes into it. Hammies are working, abs are working, shoulders away from your ears, and keep breathing. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. Let's do 2 more. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Nice, come up, sit back and stretch it out. Come back up and have a seat. Let's do our thoracic bridges. So, fingertips away from your body on the right hand, feet underneath your knees, lift into a bridge, push through your legs, lift your left arm up and bring it over. And then come back down. Lift it up, push those hips way up there and down. Press it up. Stretch through that left side. 2 more. Lift it up. And come back down. 1 more time. Lift it up. And come back down. Let's switch sides. Bracing on the left arm. Reach up as you push up. And get those hips up high. Come back down. And lift it up. And come back down. Don't hold your breath. Come back up. And come back down. We'll do 2 more. Reach up. And come back down. 1 more time. Reach up. And back down. Nicely done. Pick up your cans. Today I have organic garbanzo beans. Whatever you have. If you don't have any food cans, use your water bottles. We're just going to set them to the side and have them ready. We're going back into our Superman position. And this time, bring your arms straight out in front. Okay, instead of that Y, we're going to come straight out. And then we're going to lift everything up and drop it down. Exhale up and drop it down. See if you can get your legs and arms up high and down. Lift and down. I want you to really focus on the muscles in the back, lifting you and extending the spine. Drop it down. Lift up and down. Remember, your head stays neutral. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. 2 more. Lift it up and down. Lift up and down. Good. Come up to your hands and knees and then sit back and we'll stretch it out a little bit. Most of the work is done in the lower back on that exercise. So if you're feeling it there, that's good. Also in the glutes. Okay, we're gonna come back out. Now we're going into that Y position with the arms. Take your feet out a little bit wider. And then we're going to lift. Lift and down. Lift and down. Keep your head neutral. Lift and down. Lift and down. Make sure those shoulders stay away from your ears. Lift and down. Lift and down. Pause at the top if you can. Lift and down. Lift down. 2 more times. Lift and down. 1 more time. Lift and down. Good. Come back to your hands and knees. Knees out wider and sit back. Bring yourself back up and into that Superman position. Now grab your cans and we're going to go straight ahead with the arms and a little bit closer together with your legs. They don't have to touch. Now we're going to lift up again. See how hard this might be with cans in your hands. Here we go. Lift up and down. It adds a little more resistance. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. Up, down. Lift up and down. Lift up, down. Lift up, down. Lift up and down. Lift up, down. Let's do 2 more. Lift up, down. 1 more. Lift and down. Set those hands down. Come back up and sit back. Now we're getting that back warmed up and working. All right, let's go back out. We're going to do the Y raise. So grab those cans or bottles. Take your arms out into your Y. Your legs out a little wider. And here we go. Lift up and down. Lift up. Keep breathing. And down. Lift up and down. Lift up, down. Lift up and down. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. 1 more time. Lift and lower. Nicely done. Set your cans or bottles down and come up. Sit back. Stretch those arms out. Sit way back with the hips. Come back up. So we're focusing on getting those back muscles nice and strong. So just keep focusing in that area. You might not have a lot of trouble focusing on that because we can feel it. Yes. All right, let's do Y, W, and T, or T, W, and Y. We're going to lay on our front again. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a T, and then a W and a Y with your arms, and I'll show you how that goes. So keep watching first before you get face down. The first one is a T, so we're going out here in a T. And then we're going to bend the elbows and pull them in at 45 degrees to our body. That's the W. When you do the W, I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Feel that. Then we're going to straighten the arms and come out to the Y. And then we'll repeat. So you want to make sure that you're focusing on your back muscles doing the work. You're going to keep your head neutral, so if you want to put your towel down and put your forehead on it, that will help. We're only lifting the upper body a little bit and working with the back muscles high up in the back. So let's try it. So get into position, face down, head neutral. We're going into a T. Now lift your chest up as you're doing the T. Then bend the elbows, pull them back. And then open it up out into a Y. And then come back down and rest. Do it again. Do a T, lift up. Pull it into a W. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then out into a Y. Your palms are down on all of this. And then relax. Let's do a T. Lift it up. Head is neutral. Pull the W in. And then open into a Y. And drop it down. T. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and in. W. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then Y, out Y. And drop it down. And again, a T. Squeeze it up. Pull the elbows in for the W. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep your head neutral. And out into a Y. And then drop down. Good job. Keep it going. Out into a T. Lift that chest up. W. Squeeze. And Y. Squeeze it. And then drop it down. And now a T. Come up. Squeeze the elbows back. And lift it out. And drop it down. And again, a T. Lift up. Squeeze the elbows and shoulder blades back for the W. And then out into a Y. And drop it down. And again, a T. Lifting up. Elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades. W. Y. Reach out. And drop it down. How's your back doing? If it's getting tired and you can't do all of the reps, it's okay. Give yourself a break. Go up into a T. Pull it in for the W. And out to the Y. Ooh, yeah. And drop it down. We only have 2 more times to go. Lift it out into a T. Come up. Pull the elbows in. Squeeze back. W. And out to the Y. And drop it down. One more time. T. Lift up. Squeeze back. Push out. And drop it down. Good job. Come up to your hands and knees. And then sit back. Okay, let's come back up. Remember, it's all about your focus. So really focus into those back muscles. Let's stand up. We're going to do that same exercise, the YT or the TWYs, but we're going to do it standing up. So you want to keep your posture nice and firm on the bottom half, right? So tilt the hips, do those apple squeezes, squeeze those glutes. Unlock your knees, okay? Then the upper body is going to fill up with masses and spaces, open and full. You're going to go out into a T, then pull the elbows in and squeeze, and then we're going to come up into a Y. So it's a little different dynamic because we're not working totally against gravity on the ground, but we're still thinking about back muscles. So take it out into a T, pull the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades in as much as you can without arching your back, and then reach up into a Y and stretch. Good, and drop it down. We're going to do that again. T, squeeze the shoulder blades down and in. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. And then pull back into the W, squeezing harder in the shoulder blades, and then reach up into a Y and drop it down. Good, let's do that again. We're going to go out into a T, elbows in for the W, and then up into your Y and drop it down. Again, lift, squeeze, really squeeze hard, crack an egg between those shoulder blades, and then up into a Y. Come down. We're going to do it one more time. Squeeze, squeeze harder, and stretch. And drop it down. Good. Our next exercise is going to incorporate the lower back muscles that are deeper, that we don't really focus on or don't know how to focus on. We're going to do what's called a hip hike. You might want to stand next to something that you can balance on, because we're going to be standing on one leg and really focusing on doing one move that's very subtle. So, stand on your left leg, plant it nice and sturdy into the floor, pick up your right foot, and then what I want you to do is lift your right hip bone towards the bottom of your rib cage on the right. So you're going to lift it up, hold it and squeeze, and then bring it down. You can tap your foot down if you need to, or just keep holding on to what you're holding on to. Okay, so right foot is up. We're going to hike up and hold, and then bring it down. So I want you to focus on the lower back muscles deep inside that lower back. Lift up, hike it up, squeeze, and then come back down. Now these are subtle movements, but they're very important to get those back muscles working. So hike up the hip, squeeze the hip towards the rib cage, and then bring it down. Do it again. Lift the foot up and then hike the hip up. Squeeze, 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 and release. Good. Do it again. Lift the foot up and then hike it up. Breathe and release. Good. Set that standing leg, lift the right foot, and then hike it up. It's hard not to move everything else unless you really focus on that lower back muscle. Let's do it again. Lift the right foot and hike it up. Squeeze, squeeze, and release. Good, let's do it 3 more times. Right foot comes up, hike the hip. And release it. 2 more times. Lift the foot and then hike. And down. We're going to do it 1 more time. Remember not to hold your breath. Squeeze it up. Squeeze and breathe. Squeeze hard. You should feel it back here. And release. Good. Let's do the other side now. So you're going to plant that right foot. You're going to lift the left foot off the ground and then hike the hip up. It's not a knee lift, okay, so just let that leg hang. Get into the back muscle to lift that hip and drop it down. Lift the foot and then hike the hip up. Squeeze into that rib cage. Squeeze it Get that back muscle to work. Drop it down. Keep breathing. Lift the foot. Hike that hip into the rib cage. Push, push, push. And release it. Bring the foot up and hike it up. And bring it down. Good. Bring your foot up. Squeeze it up. Hike it. Keep breathing. Squeeze hard. And bring it down. Do it again. Lift it up. Squeeze. Squeeze and squeeze. Squeeze some more. Find that back muscle. And release it. Good. Lift the foot up. Hike the hip. Push that hip up into the rib cage. Squeeze hard. And release it. 3 more times. Up with the foot, and then hike the hip. Squeeze. Squeeze it. And release. 2 more. Lift the foot. Hike it up and squeeze. 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 And down. 1 more. Lift the foot. Hike, squeeze. And release. Good. All right. Shake out your legs. Good. Did you feel it back here? It's just right here in that lower back, kind of deep in. A little bit into the hip. Hopefully you felt that. Yes. We're going back down to the mat. This exercise is to offset all the push-ups that we do and all the front work that we do. Still working that posterior chain. We're actually going to involve the glutes and the hamstrings with this, but we're still focusing on our back. So what I want you to do is put your hands on the floor mat with your fingertips facing your feet. And then keep your legs straight. We're going to go up into a reverse plank. So think about planks that we do, our full arm planks, as we face the ground, but we're going to do it in reverse position. So we're going to lift your hips up and straighten your elbows. Make sure your shoulders go right over your wrists. And squeeze and breathe. So get those hips lined up with your heels and shoulders. Remember to squeeze the shoulders away from your ears. And then don't tuck your chin in, but don't let the back of your head drop to the floor. We're going to keep that neutral position, masses and spaces. Now come back down and relax. Shake it out. This is a harder exercise because we're not used to going this direction, and we're working against gravity with our back working to push us up. Let's do that again. Your hands start back behind you, and then straighten the legs. Lift your hips up, push with your palms, keep your head neutral, and breathe. So you should feel this in your hamstrings, glutes, low back, upper back, arms, abs. It's a good full body exercise. Now bring it down. So we're going to practice that, trying to hold it for at least 5 seconds, maybe 10 to start with. And then as we get stronger, we'll be able to do it longer and longer, just like our other planks. Let's do that again. Straighten the legs, fingertips facing your feet. Lift your hips. Neutral position with your head, and breathe. Keep breathing. Keep those hips up. And drop it down. Good. If you need to stretch out your hamstrings, keep those legs straight and push forward with your chest without rounding your back. Let's do it again. Let's see if we can go 15 seconds. Anybody got a timer? All right, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Keep it up. And 15. Drop it down. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? No. Stretch it out. Push those palms out. All right, let's do that again. It's so much fun. Fingertips facing your feet. Straight legs, lift the hips. All the way up. Neutral head. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We did it. Shake it out. Nice and tall. Push it out. And bring it in. Last time. Let's go for 20 seconds. You guys are strong. We can do this for probably a minute. Not. All right, let's go. Lift it up. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And bring it down. Perfect. Good job. So push forward, keep the back straight. Knees straight. Toes up. Breathe. And bring it in. Now we're going to do another version of that slightly, but we're going to do a tabletop instead of the plank. So you're going to bend your knees and put your feet flat on the ground. We're still going to bring our hands behind our body, but lean back a little bit so they're away from you, a few inches. Fingertips facing the toes. And then we're going to lift up into that tabletop position. And same thing here. You got to keep that head neutral. You want to make sure your knees are over your toes, or ankles, sorry, and your shoulders over the wrists. Don't let your head drop back too far. And then bring it down. Now push back up. And bring it back down. Push back up. Knees over the ankles. Shoulders over the wrists. Head in a neutral position. It takes a little more work because we're almost flat out. So use every muscle you can think of. Focus on the back. It's helping hold us up. Bring it down. And press it up. Notice we are incorporating some muscles we have used this week. Focus on the back part of your body, from the ankles to the shoulders. Lift up again. And bring it down. 3 more times. Lift it up. We're getting those triceps working. Bring it down. Working the glutes and hamstrings. Go back up. And everything between the hips and shoulders in the back. And bring it down. 1 more time. Press it up. And bring it down. Nicely done. All right, cross your legs. Sit up tall. Kind of wiggle around and shake it out. Roll your wrists. Again, the more you do exercises like that, the stronger they're going to get, and it won't be as painful unless you have some arthritis that won't go away. I apologize. All right, lean forward so you get a glute stretch. Come back up and switch which foot is in front. And then lean into it. Press down on your knees. And come back up. Let's stand up. Now we're going to use our cans or bottles. I'll use my bottles this time. So we want a very light weight here. We don't need extra high weight. Okay, so we're going to hold the bottles or cans. We're going to turn the palms forward and put the ends of the cans together or bottles. Okay? We're going to do a bent over T-raise. Bring your feet shoulder width apart with your toes forward, soft knees, palms forward. We're going to bend forward, but that doesn't mean round, right? It means hinge, like so. Keep your back flat. Try to get as parallel to the ground with your torso as you can without rounding. Your shoulders stay away from your ears. Then we're going to lift to a T and bring it down. Now I want you to focus on the back muscles, upper back muscles, as your arms go out. So they have to pull your shoulder blades down and in towards each other and down towards your middle back. And we have to squeeze all those muscles at the top to get that done. So get into position, palms forward, back is flat, head is neutral. Now lift out into a T and then slowly bring it down. As your arms come up, lift, squeeze those shoulder blades together and come back down. Soft knees, pull the belly button in, lift out, and then come down slow. Lift it out and come down slow. Lift it out, breathe, and come down slow. If you need to stand up and give your back a break, go ahead. Lift it out and come back down slow. Keep the elbows straight, but don't hyperextend them. Lift it out, shoulders down away from your ears. Come back down slow. Lift it out and pause. Come down slow. Keep those palms forward. Lift it out. Now your thumbs should be up. And then down slow. We have one more to go. Lift it out. And down slow. And then stand up. Good. Did you feel that in your back? Focus on your back. So your lower back was working to keep us forward. And your upper back was working to raise those arms. Now the erectors in your back, which are closer to your spine, help elongate that spine, and those were working as well because we don't want that rounded position. Okay, we want to be nice and tall and strong through the back. We're going to do another round of those. If those weights were too heavy for you, put them down. Your arms are plenty of weight. Don't try to do something that you can't do in good form. That's the main thing. All right, I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to bring the palms forward, hinge forward, slide your hips back, kind of like that deadlift we do. Now, shoulders down, head neutral. Here we go. Lift it out, and then slowly come back down. If you have a mirror, you need to be watching yourself. Come back down slow. Lift it out. And down slow. Lift it out. And down slow. Lift it out. And down slow. Out. Down. Come down slow. Control it. Lift out. Squeeze. And down slow. Lift out. And down slow. Lift out. Down slow. Lift out. And down slow. Focus on that back and squeeze. Down. and down. Let's do one more. Lift out and down, and then stand up. Before you stand up, bend those knees, press into your legs because your back is getting tired. We don't want to just pop up and do something wrong with the back. Okay, kind of wiggle it out, shake it out. We can do our swimmer's hugs. That feels good. But wait, there's more. We're gonna do one more set. Yay, team. So a lot of times we think we have to just really work hard and get that heart rate up and pant and sweat and do all of that stuff. But this type of exercise is very helpful for you to be mindful of your posture, your position, your form, and your muscles and how they should be working. And that's why we need these kinds of workouts in order to remind us and to teach our body how to do things correctly in great form. Let's do this one more time. Turn your palms forward, slide your hips back, hinge forward, keep your back flat, head neutral, and lift out and slowly come back down. Lift out, squeeze those shoulder blades, pull the belly button in, lift out, come down slow, lift out, and down slow, lift out, and down slow, lift out, down slow, lift it, down slow. Don't let it drop down quickly. Squeeze those shoulder blades, come down, lift out, come down, lift out, come down. Keep breathing, kids. Two more. Down, and last one, hold it, come down slow, bend your knees, push into your thighs and stand up. Excellent. I know you felt that after 3 sets. Hopefully that was the idea anyway. Now let's go back down onto the mat. We're going to do a full arm plank here. If you cannot do a full arm plank, you may modify as long as you get on your hands and knees with your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and then take your hands out about 2 inches, and then push your hips forward, and there's your plank. Okay, so that's your modified full arm plank. If you can do the full arm plank, we're going to go into that now. So again, your shoulders over your wrists. Pull the belly button in, don't let your back sag. Don't hike your hips up too high. Now bring your feet out wide because this is going to be a balance challenge, and then bring your hands together close in. Now I want you to take your left arm out to the side and back down. Did that work, or do you need to modify? Take the left arm out again, out to the side and back down. If you're starting to roll and lose your balance, modify your plank. Again here, hands forward, drop your hips forward, and then bring your knees out wide, fingers together, hands together closer, and then lift out. Okay, we're only going to stay on one side. We're not going to alternate. And we're going to work on balance muscles and core muscles here, but also your back, because when your arm comes out, look at those muscles back here, right here, that are working. The other muscles are working as well to keep us in that nice strong plank. So come up into your plank, feet out wide, hands close together, under your chest. Now take the left arm out, don't roll, and bring it in. Do it again. Out and down. Out and down to a T. Out and down. One more time. Out and down. Again, if you need to modify, do that so your form doesn't fail. Now give yourself a little rest. Sit back. And then we're going to come up and we're going to do that again, but we're going to raise the right arm out. So get into your plank position, feet out wide, hands close together, and lift that right arm out and down. Breathe. Out and down. Again, out and down. 2 more. Out and down. 1 more time. Out and down. And then come down and rest. Sit back, stretch it out. How you doing? I know you're strong, so you can do this. Whether you're modified or not, you're doing a great job. Modified is not anything to be ashamed of. It's smart. So I'm going to demonstrate the modified position on this next set. You do what you want to do, in which position. So you bring your feet out, knees out wide, hands in close. This time we're going to alternate. Get those shoulders away from your ears. Here we go. Left arm starts out, down. Now right arm, out, and down. Left arm out, down. Right arm, out, down. Left arm out, down. Right arm out, down. Left arm out, down. Right arm out. 1 more on each side. Left and down, right, down, and rest. Nicely done. Shake it out. We have 1 more set to do, and we're going to alternate. Yes. Focus on working those back muscles into perfect position. Okay, come up to your plank position, whatever one you're doing. Feet apart, hands close. And we're going to alternate starting with the right arm this time. Get ready? Here we go. Right, down, left, down. Right, down, left, down. Keep breathing. Right, down, left, down. Right, down, left, down. 1 more each side. Right, down, left, down, and take a break. Sit back. You guys are awesome. You're doing so well. I know you are. Let's lay on our stomach. Have your towel handy for your head to rest on and to blot off the sweat. Now you guys stay to the side so you can see what I'm doing. This is called a back blaster. So your head's going to stay neutral. We're going to lay down. We're going to bring our hands together in back, lacing the fingers together. And then we're going to lift everything up and then come back down. So when you lift, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other in the back and get those legs up off the ground. Your chest comes up. Lift everything high. Keep your hands against your back. Okay, so they don't lift up. It's just everything else. So get ready. Into your prone position. Lace your fingers behind your back. Get ready. And lift up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And drop it down. Lift up. And down. Lift up. And down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Come on. And down. Lift up. Squeeze. And down. Squeeze it. Down. down. 2 more times. Lift. And down. 1 more time. Lift. And down. Good job. Come up to your hands and knees, then sit back and stretch it out. Come back up. Let's repeat that. Lace those fingers behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift. Squeeze and down. Lift up, squeeze and down. Let's see if you can hold a pencil between your shoulder blades. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze it and release. Squeeze and release. Lift it up, squeeze back and down. Squeeze it back and down. 2 more. Lift it up and down. 1 more time. Lift high and down. Good. Release the arms. Come back up. Sit back. Great. Come back up. Let's grab our big towel and we're going to unfold it. And we're going to go long ways with it and kind of roll it into a roll like so. All right? We're going to stay down on the mat. We're going to be down on our stomachs. I'm going to turn this way so I'm out of the sun in my face. Okay, we're going to turn. We're going to start with the towel out in front of us in our hands. Head stays neutral. And then we're going to lift our chest and pull our elbows back. Keep the towel stretched. And then bring it back down. So pull it in and take it out. All right, it's very important that you focus on the upper back muscles. The muscles that are squeezing to pull your elbows back and then squeezing to stretch the towel. So no slack in the towel. Keep it stretched long. Get ready. Get out into position. Stretch the towel. And here we go. Lift back and out. Squeeze back. Stretch the towel and back. Squeeze and stretch. Squeeze and out. Squeeze and out. Stretch that towel, squeeze and out. Squeeze and out. 3 more times. Squeeze it back and out. Squeeze it and out. 1 more time. Squeeze it and out. Good. Come up to your hands and knees. Sit back. Stretch it out. Come back up, and we will do it again. Yes, we will. Arms are going to be extended. You're going to have straight elbows to start with, and then you're going to pull the towel back to your chest and keep the towel stretched. Ready? Here we go. Squeeze and out. 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 Keep that tension on the towel. Squeeze and out. 3 more. Squeeze and out. Squeeze and out. One more time. Squeeze it, and out, and release. Come back up, sit back. Hopefully this stretch feels good to you. And we have one more set of these. Let's do it. Grab your towel, straight elbows, head neutral, legs stay down, squeeze your glutes. Masses and spaces, shoulders away from your ears, stretch the towel, and here we go. Pull it back, squeeze, and out. Squeeze, and out. Squeeze, and out. Squeeze, out. Squeeze. Keep tension on that towel. Squeeze, and out. Squeeze, and out. 3 more. Squeeze, out. Exhale, out. 1 more. Squeeze it, and out, and relax. Come back to your hands and knees. Sit back. All right, I want you to stay back here on your heels, but I want you to walk your hands over to the right side and then drop your hips to the right. Sit down on that right hip if you can, or just get it over as far as you can, and stretch. Bring it up, walk your hands out in front, sit back. Now walk over to the left side. Drop your hips down to that left side, wherever they will go. Keep your arms extended. Bring it around to the front again. Come up to your hands and knees. Now we're going to drop down to the right elbow. We're going to slide the left hand underneath with the palm up and out to the right side. Keep your right elbow on the ground. Push your tailbone to the ceiling. Shoulders away from your ears. Slide it back up and drop the left elbow to the ground. Right hand under with the palm up. Slide it through. Try to touch that shoulder to the ground. And push your tailbone to the ceiling. Now slide it back up. Come over to your back. We're going to lay on your back. Bend your knees. Bring your left knee to your chest and then straighten the right leg. Circle your foot. And reverse it. And rest. Drop that leg down, slide it out, and then bring your right knee to your chest. Straighten that left leg. Circle your right foot. And reverse it. And rest. Now straighten out that right leg and extend your arms over your head and stretch out long. Think about making your spine 3 inches longer. Really extend. Take a deep breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now bring both knees into your chest, bring your arms down. Grab those legs underneath and then roll side to side gently. Now I want you to tuck into a tighter ball, lift your head, tuck your chin, pull your knees in. Keep breathing. Now in this position, I want you to roll your shoulders up to your ears, then press them down, and do it again. Up, back, and down, just like we do when we're standing, but we're doing this here. Up, back, and down. One more, up, back, and down. Now rest, bring your arms and legs out again, and stretch it out. This time, just let the gravity press your body into the ground. Start relaxing. Take a deep breath and blow it out. One more time. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Relax. All right, bring your arms back down. Bring one knee up. Hands go underneath that knee. And then round up, roll slowly till you're sitting up. Nice and slow. Sit up tall. Extend that spine. And now come over and let's stand up. Nice work. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come all the way down. And take another deep breath. Lift up. Exhale, all the way down. Flat back. Now hands to your thighs. Bend your knees. Roll on up. And we're done. Nice work, you guys. I hope you got a lot of focus in on your back. We put our backs into it, didn't we? Good work. I'll see you next time.
For more information on how to keep your life in motion, visit limseniorfitness.com.